What's going on, everyone, bro? It's been so long since I've even done a what's on my phone video, and I think it's mostly been just because I've just been so busy making other types of videos and my setup doesn't really change too much. But recently I've added some things that have really improved my workflow, and I don't talk about my workflow, my editing, this and that, but I feel like I'm going to talk about it a little bit today, but pretty much let's just go ahead and see what's on my phone. Now right now I am rocking my iPhone 10 with a horrible screen protector. I can't believe I did such a horrible job. As you can see, I bought a bulk of 30 of them, so I tried literally, this is the second or third one that I tried putting on, and I keep messing up, but hopefully with due time it'll get better. I do have the space gray version. I kind of want to get the white one, but it's whatever, who cares. The case that I'm rocking, by the way, is the Apple Silicone case. Horrible case, I probably would not recommend it, but if you would like to buy it, I will leave a link in the description. Every single sale that goes through that link helps out the channel, so obviously buy everything you went through that link. The wallpaper is from a Twitter user who actually made my profile picture too. Shout out to that person, I love that. I will leave this wallpaper link in the description as well, so if you want to check it out, go for it. Support those creators, and if this person didn't create my profile picture, I probably wouldn't even notice it. So if you ever make art or something, at me. If you wanted to redo my profile picture, let me know. Or just DM me the photo, it's whatever. But this is pretty much my home setup. I have several different screens, and basically how the screens are set up, whatever I use the most is on the front page, then what I use secondary on the second, so on and so forth. There are cases where there's apps on the third or fourth page that are I use more frequently. I don't really understand, but this is just how the setup is. My widget selection right now though, this is pretty much what I've been working with for a very long time. I put the battery stats up top, I put the activity on the bottom, and I put the screen on time at the very, very bottom right there. Now here's the thing, okay, I use the battery thing sometimes, mostly when I'm linking up my AirPods, usually from the home screen. As soon as I tap it open, I swipe to the right, and you can see all the information right there. So that's what I use more frequently. With the activity, obviously I'm still overweight. I gotta lose at least 20-30 pounds. But with the activity, it kind of keeps me up to date. It syncs up with my Apple Watch, so it's much easier. I very rarely see myself looking beyond this, just below that. But there are times where I go on here and just kind of a friendly reminder, in my opinion. Screen on time is a very, very amazing tool. I think we all need to start using our phones less. As you can see, I use my phone a lot today. So hopefully due time, I can actually limit that. But this is my front layout. This is my home screen. All these apps I pretty much use on a daily basis. Some of these are obviously, you guys already know. Google Maps obviously is my thing of choice. I do not use Apple Maps. I despise it. I don't hate it though. I mean, I wish I could get used to it. I think the UI might be better on Apple Maps, but with Google Maps, it's the best we got. I use it all the time. Reminders, I actually don't use it as often, but it just looks so good there that I just keep it there. It's a reminders app if you guys don't know. Voice memos. Now, usually I only use voice memos if I have a music idea or a beat idea. If you guys don't know, I make music on Soundcloud and all that stuff. Check out the link in the description too, but sometimes if I have a beat idea or if I like a cool melody, I'll just throw that on voice memos and just kind of go from there. But very rarely do I actually go back to voice memos to listen to them, so I just go on Logic Pro and I just make the beat without even listening to the voice memos. I need to freaking start doing that because I have some really, really good melodies and it just go to waste. As you can see, all these, I mean, sometimes I do make audio for these videos through my phone, but very rarely do I do that. So as you can see, AirPods 2, that was the last one I did, which was forever ago. Gmail is my email client of choice. I love Gmail. I use it all the time. As you can see, I have a ton of emails. The clock app where I use all my reminders and everything. The app store I put on the home screen, I really don't even use it that often anymore. Settings is always right there. The camera app I put right there as well. These I mean, if you can't tell right now, I use a lot of stock Apple apps, so I don't really use Evernote, and I don't use another reminders app or anything like that really. They're all stock Apple apps. Where am I? Okay, yeah, the Notes app, I use it all the time. If I ever write scripts, very rarely, I would say 1 out of every 10 or 15 or even 20 videos are videos that I write scripts for, believe it or not. And that's why I'm able to upload so often, because I don't spend hours and hours writing scripts. I already have so much first-hand experience using something that I can usually just come up with a video and just talk from my experience rather than just spending so much time writing scripts and editing and whatever. So all these jokes, all my stupid things that I say are all off the top of the dome, so I better get some credit for that. Alright, then we got the calendar app. You guys already know. I put a lot of my video titles, video ideas on calendar rather than putting it somewhere else, so that I can just simply look at what I want to do, format my calendar to the videos I want to make, and kind of go from there. Outlook is my school email of choice. Activity right there as well. Now, Apollo is the greatest app ever made. I use Reddit all the time. I get some of my video ideas from Reddit as well. I love the Apple, iPhone, iOS subreddits, Android subreddits, all these other things. I love them to death. And Apollo is what I use. I found it to be the best out of all the ones. Now, the stock Reddit app is pretty good too, but it's whatever. And every time you go on it, they have dark mode, which I use every freaking day. So many different things. I freaking love it. YouTube app right there. Music app is one that I I mean, sometimes if my Spotify's not working or SoundCloud's not working, whatever, I'll just bump into my music from here. pretty cool. I mean, obviously I don't have that much music, but it's on there. Google Drive. Sometimes if I'm working on a mixtape or something, I will put all my music on Google Drive so that I can stream it later. So I don't have to constantly plug in my iPhone, because I go through a lot of iterations of my music and my beats. So I just put it on Google Drive, make the song available offline, and then just go from there, so I'm not constantly plugging in my phone and plugging it out. Now in this new folder called Folder, okay, check this out. These are some of the apps that I use if I'm like on the go and I need to make a video. I can literally just pull one of these things up and just go from there. Now, I don't normally buy apps, but all these apps I bought for the most part, some of these are free. I think Photoshop Express is free. But these two apps I bought and I love them to death. So Luma Express allows you to edit videos and all that stuff. I'm in the middle of working on a project, so I'm not going to show you. But I love Luma Fusion. I think that's like a $30 app. But the Hokusu 2, I don't know how to pronounce that. This is an audio editing app. And sometimes if I'm on the go, as you can see, I have some project that I'm still working on. But like the Nintendo 2DS in 2019, that's coming out in a couple of days, so it's dead. Keep a look down for that. But I edit a lot of my audio in these apps. This app makes it a little bit unbearable. So if I'm on the go or something, I can literally just edit the audio on the way to somewhere or something. So I don't have to be in front of a MacBook all the time. I can just be in front of my phone. It makes things so much better. If you're an audio editor, if you use YouTube, if you edit videos at all, these two apps are a must. And then these two apps are just like photo editing apps. It's not even that big of a deal. On the bottom, this is my setup now. A lot of people always hit me up. They're like, bro, you got so many calls, this and that. You're so popular. Honestly, that's not the case. I just don't know how to delete that without even factory resetting my phone. So I know there's a way to do it, but honestly, it kind of adds a little bit more spice to it. Then we got iMessages there. Then we got the Safari web browser. I don't use Chrome or anything. This is the only web browser I use. I like it a lot. It saves battery. So then flipping to the next page, I'm going to go over these super quickly. I don't use a lot of these for the most part. FaceTime, obviously you use it. I use all my social networks right here. Now, I don't even use Snapchat or Instagram that much anymore, but I do use Twitter. I need to limit my social network use on that. Then we got Calculator app. We got Photos. We got some of my banking stuff in there. I don't want to get into it. Then we got the Weather app. And all these things right here are apps that I sometimes use, but really not really anymore. The two that I use literally every day, Google Photos and YouTube Studio. I use those all the freaking time. I love both of those apps. Right next to it, we got PayPal, because, you know, your boys got to get paid. And then next to that is the first app I ever bought, which is Bloons Tower Defense 5. And a funny story, I used to go through it through Tweakbox, and I used to like play from there, but it would get revoked, so then I have to restart every time. And then one time I would play that game for like 2 years straight, and I'd be like, you know what? I'm going to man up. I'm going to buy it now. So I actually bought it, supported the developers, and literally 2 days after I bought it, I just never played it. Like, it's literally been there for a year now. I still haven't even played it that often. A great game though. If you've never played a tower defense game, Bloons Tower Defense, amazing, life-changing, altering game right there. Then we got Tweakbox, then we got TikTok, then we got Google Sheets. I love Google Sheets a lot. Airbnb app, I don't even travel that much anymore, but it's there. I might have to move it around. Wallet app, YouTube++, Chipotle app. It's amazing. I can't get my stupid account to sync up with it, but it's whatever. Then we got the Feedback app. I don't know what that's doing there. Now this is my third screen. Obviously nothing too crazy either. I have a bunch of stuff up top, which is annoying. I really don't even need to get into it. But funny enough, and this is important to note, in my folder called Business, I have a zip archiver, so I don't really understand how that makes any sense. But next to that, we got the podcast app, then the watch app. Now, I've seen a lot of people put the watch app on like their front page, and I would do that, but my watch app is unsupported. So my Apple Watch is unsupported, so it's not getting any software updates anymore. That's kind of a bummer in my opinion. So that's probably, if I had like the Series 2 or Series 3, then I would probably have it on the front. But I have the first Apple Watch, Series 0, the cheapest one that ever came out. And it's funny because I own all the iPhones. I've owned pretty much almost every single Apple product. But Apple Watches are ones that I still have not like picked up on. I need to just go and buy more. I don't know what I'm doing. But that's that. In this folder called Photo and Video, I have the Pixar, which I still haven't used. They really messed up their update, man. It used to be amazing. Now they made it into a social network. I don't know what they're doing with their life. They need to revert back to an actual photo editor. Then we got the Gboard app, amazing keyboard. That's my keyboard of choice. I love Gboard so much. Amazing, amazing. They're doing amazing. Google's doing amazing things with this keyboard, bro. Then we got Quick Notes, which I've already explained. I really don't want to explain it again. We got the Mail. It's basically like notes for your Apple Watch. So whatever you type here, it'll sync up with your Apple Watch. So it's pretty cool. You should download it. It's free. Then we got the Mail app I never use. WhatsApp I never use. Goat I never use. Files is awesome. I need to use it more. But it's just like so hard because Apple just does not do a good job at allowing you to figure out what files are on your iPhone, on your iPhone's hardware, and being able to maneuver and like manipulate them. On the iPads, it's a little bit easier, but I don't know why Apple did it like this. Then we got Coinbase. If you remember back in the day when I was all obsessed about Bitcoin, I still have not deleted off my phone. In this folder called Productivity, we have Google Docs, which kind of fits. But then in this folder called social, we have a bunch of games, which I don't really understand that. And I didn't even know I had these games on my phone. I have to delete them. They're taking up space. I don't even play games anymore. In this other folder called games, we have more games. In this other folder called games, we have even more games. Then we have SoundCloud. I've been using it a lot more. My songs are on SoundCloud. Make sure you guys check them out. Then we got social shopping. Okay, Amazon, eBay. Still haven't used those in a while. We got the GroupMe app, which I never use. And this whole entire panel is pretty much whenever I'm doing speed tests. I only use these to basically like test this phone from a different phone. So if I'm comparing this to like an iPhone 6s Plus or whatever, I would go use these apps, and they're all on these other phones too. So these are all. I don't want to get into it, but Antutu Benchmark, this is an app I religiously use for all my phones. They've been really, really weird recently. I might go switch to Geekbench, but it works for me. And you know what? That is pretty much everything that is on my phone. If you guys do have any questions or anything, leave it down in the comment section below. Hit that like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. I can't believe I haven't done these in so long. I think December or November was the last one I did, and now it's like April. But yeah, let me know how you guys enjoy these. Maybe if you like this one, I'll start doing these more often, but hit that like button. I don't know if I already said that, but definitely hit that subscribe button, bro. Every single subscriber that we get really counts, whatever that means. Also, check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my second channel. All those links are linked down below. I would really appreciate if you guys could check it out. But more importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.